Hello everybody and welcome back to Elite Dangerous and our Bounty Hunter series. In today's episode we are going to do some covert espionage action, trying to get to a data port to, I believe download some information or upload some information. I can't remember which one. It doesn't really matter. It's functionally the same thing. It is a covert espionage action mission, so obviously one of the big things we're going to have to worry about is finding the alarms and turning those off so that, you know, we don't nullify the mission by activating the alarms. So let's go ahead, and it's in this system actually, so I think we can just go ahead and switch this to adding settlements in. We can head over to the specified settlement, then we can land, find the alarms and all that cool stuff. I'm only doing, whenever I do any of these kind of you know, slightly trickier missions, I only take one of them because it's hard to know exactly how long it's going to take us to get it done, because a lot of it just kind of depends on you know, where people happen to be, where people with security clearances happen to be, how much access I can get to those people, because realistically for something like this we could run around with like hacking modules, but you can only really carry a couple of those, and it's better to just get a security clearance as early as possible. I'd rather just grab a security clearance, find someone with a level 2 or 3 security clearance, and then head over to do that. Now, the difficulty on this is only a 3, so I'm not sure how hard it's going to be to find what we need. It may turn out to be just fine. This may be a 10-minute mission, a 10-minute video. I don't know. That's kind of the die roll you take when you're doing these kinds of missions. You don't really know how complex it's going to be until you get there and see the layouts and where is the module we need to get to, where is the where are the security alarm, where's the security alarm that we need to go turn off. Just a bunch of different things you got to think about that you can't really know in advance until you get there. But you can't really know in advance. You'll find out when you get there. So we just need to get over here, get landed, and then we'll get a lay of the land. The thing about being a bounty hunter is that if you want to do all the types of missions that are out there, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to always have legitimate clientele. It's just kind of the way that it works. So if you want to do these cool little espionage missions, I don't think I've ever seen a legitimate faction asking for an espionage mission against a pirate, or, you know, a faction where you don't have to worry about killing anybody. Like, it's always like another faction where if you kill somebody, you're going to get a bounty on your head. Just kind of the way that it ends up working. So you got to be super careful with these if you're worried about bounties like I am, because it's annoying to, I mean, it's not really, I guess it's not really that big of a deal. The penalty for incurring a bounty is you pay some money and you get instantly transported to another system, and then that's it. Everything gets wiped clean. So there's no real consequences to it. It's just annoying to have to deal with it. I would prefer to just, you know, let's do some maneuvering to slow ourselves down a little bit, so we hopefully don't slam into the ground. Alright, we're going to land outside the settlement. Alright, so we'll disembark from here. And we'll make our way in here. So we just need to get to data port 1 and not trigger the settlement alarm. So first thing we need to do is we need to find someone with a reasonably high security clearance, so we can take their information, so we can take their credentials, copy their credentials, and then find a display where we can locate where the settlement alarms are. Now, obviously, they're going to be in the command center over there, because there is a command center. So let's go see what the security level is for that. I don't see any arrows over here. There's a dude. I just want to see what the security level is. Oh, it's just a 1? I mean, we could take it from this guy, honestly. I don't see that working out very well, though. We're out in the open. If he turns around at just the wrong time, then we're screwed. I mean, he might just sit there.
Security profile closed.
Okay, I mean, if they're gonna make it super easy.
Entering pressurized
Now,
environment.
realistically, I don't know, because this was only like a level 3. So we're looking for, well, we need the settlement alarms first. So yeah, laboratories. Let's see, command center is where we're going to be looking for. Yeah, level 3 access to that. So unfortunately, yeah, we're definitely going to need to grab a better security clearance to be able to get through this. So I can't, so that's a level 2 area. I would prefer to not kill anybody, because it will almost certainly... Ooh.
Shield activated. Shield deactivated.
We're going to take a risk here and hope he doesn't turn. I think the settlement might be frozen, so this might end up being stupidly easy, because it doesn't seem like anybody's moving. Oh, nope, there you are. Okay, I thought sometimes there's a bug in the game where the inhabitants of the settlement end up just kind of being frozen in place, and they're not able to do anything, but it doesn't seem like that's a problem. So now we just need to find... So, okay. So we definitely want that. But first, oh. Okay. Is there anybody in here? So that's the alarm. And it seems like the data port's in the same area, so...
Entering restricted area.
Okay.
Leaving restricted
It says
area.
it's in the same area, so... We'll just... This turned out to be... This turned out to be a little bit, a little bit trivial, I guess. Copy the data, so we just need to...
Downloading data.
And then, I mean, I guess I can just kind of stand on the side of it. I mean, I'm certainly not going to complain that it's easier than I was
Transfer
expecting.
complete. Mission status updated.
Okay. So, I don't oh, wait, hold on. Is it the back key or the... I don't remember what my key is to clear out my security status. Because I don't really need it anymore once we leave the building, and I don't want to get scanned. So, what is... clear authority level is... Okay.
Warning. Dangerously low temperature detected. Leaving pressurized
I mean, now we have nothing left that we have to worry about, so it is what it is. So that ended up being a lot easier than I was kind of expecting it to be. Heading back to our ship, which looks pretty much like a big toucan. I'm sorry. I don't know. The design choices for this ship, I don't understand them. But then again, you know, I didn't really like the design choices for the exploration ship. What was it called? It's it's not coming to me. I don't know. I don't think this is a particularly appealing ship visually. I'm waiting for enough money to get the paint jobs, and I think that'll help. I'm gonna get the big gray paint job, the dark gray paint job that's available for it. That'll at least, you know, that'll at least obscure the lines somewhat. Whoa! That was almost, yeah. That was something.
2, 1, engage.
Okay, and then we just need to head over here. Well, first and foremost, let's get Super Cruise Assist turned on. Oh no! Gotta get out of the atmosphere there. And then we'll swing back around. It's very difficult to boost away from the planet to something that's close because there's like an exponential curve. There's an exponential curve that exponential acceleration curve that happens once you get out of the influence of the body. So it just kind of, once you leave the sphere of the planet, the acceleration just zips away from you, and it's almost impossible to time that properly. It just ends up being really annoying, so that's okay. We're getting it done. I'm gonna get this back in and turn it in and call it a day. So yeah, like I said, you know, sometimes the episodes are super short because there's really no way to know in advance what the situation is going to be, and because sometimes, you know, that could have easily been a 30-minute mission just because if the variables turn out to be one way and, you know, it requires a lot more time and effort than you were expecting, you don't want to have 2 or 3 other missions waiting in the wings. It's just kind of annoying. So that's going to be it for today's episode. Hopefully you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to click the like button, subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers. Join as a member for early access to videos, among other perks, where you can just leave YouTube's version of a tip with that thanks button. I also have PayPal and Patreon links for those of you who prefer to go that route, because some people do like to go outside of YouTube to help out channels, so that option is there for your convenience. So again, thanks for watching. Be sure to come back for our next video, which will ideally be some kind of, I don't know, assassination mission or something like that. And I'll see you then.